When we have achievement, we like to have other people know about it. When our fame reaches certain point, human pride will come out. The first and most common sin in ancient time is pride against God. In modern time, pride against God still is the most common sin among people. Adam and Eve are falling from grace is because of their pride. They didn't obey God's command. They just think about themselves, ignore God's warning to eat prohibited fruit, and try to gain wisdom and knowledge without God's permission. God created all things, but sin is not one of creation, it is the product had been developed by humans' desire and Satan's temptation. Human misused the gifts that God put into our life. Our pride had changed everything, away from God's first intended design. Human fall into sin and separated from God, it bring death and curse into this world. Nowadays people don't want to acknowledge God is because of their pride and they think that they are self-sufficient and don't need God. If they harden their heart and refuse to acknowledge God, even God can't change their mind. In secular view, self-sufficient and pride is a not bad thing, but in front of God, all human achievements on earth still can't measure up with God's divine power. We may have pride when we facing people, but we need to have humble when we facing God. God opposes the proud, but gives grace to the humble. I is the smallest word in the dictionary, so don't make it the biggest thing in our life. So many breakthrough discovery of science research, but it still cannot elevate human to become God. Our life is expanding beyond the planet of Earth to explore outer space, but it still is very, very, very small area in the universe. High-tech, skyscraper, and all human wonders are amazing, but it still is the Tower of Babel on Earth and never reaches the sky. Our success are all God-given, not entirely self-earned. It all come down to God's mercy and grace. Human success need to have 5 factors: 1. Talent, 2. Interest, 3. Training, 4. Work hard, 5. Opportunity. Talent and opportunity is solely controlled by God. Our interest and training still is provided by God. The only thing human can control is work hard. In our dictionary, we cannot find I am wrong, I fail, but we can find lots of their mistakes, not my fault. Pride is self-righteousness, always thinks they do right things and point fingers to other people wrongdoing. Everybody all welcome the people with humility into their group. Nobody like to have bragger among us. Because our pride, so we can say, the biggest sin is human don't recognize God and don't want to go back to Him. If we just look at our glory, success, victory, and feel proud of it, then we will look down others. People who don't believe God, they think religion is poison, human life is better without religion. They think human can conquer everything, they rely on computer, technology to build everything, so they think there is no need for God. Self-centered is human pride and sin, all they're doing are focus on themselves. Self-centered is selfish, criticize, jealous, blame others, slander, greedy, lust and love of money. Self-centered will elevate themselves to God, so they can do anything they want and don't want God rule over them. With pride inside people's heart, then world peace can't be achieved. People with pride who don't want to seek wisdom, in their mind, there are no room for wisdom, so they can't see God's light and God's way. God created mankind upright, but they have gone astray when people have pride against God, and as long as people can turn around, give up our self-ambition, replaced with God-centered faith, it can eliminate all the worldly problems. A beautiful person can open their eyes, an intelligent person can open their mind, and a loving, kind person can open their heart. To have wisdom, the first instruction is to fear of God, and humility comes before honor. To know God is our strength and shelter, put down our pride to rely on Him.